you to sacrifice time. Let's not go into our position and our talent. Let's just stick with time for now. He has time. He is in control of our time. We all have how many hours in a day? 24 hours. If God is requesting that we give him our time, what is the least time God should be expecting from us? 1/10 of the time. If you put 24 hours and you divide it, you will find out how much time you can devote to God. But let me also remind you, the time is God's own. Because the Bible tells us, as far as offering is concerned, is that when we give to God, we are actually giving to God out of what he has given to us. Because he doesn't only own our time, he also owns us. And if he owns our time and he owns us, therefore he owns whatever we own. And everything is his. And when he asks for 1/10 of it, please remember to give him. Because if you don't give, you owe him. And the people in the days of Malachi asked, do we owe God? Yes, we do. We owe God his 1/10. Jesus Christ had authority over a donkey in the village here where he don't live there. He has authority because he knew exactly where it was. And he knew that the owner will ask, what are you doing with my donkey? And he told his disciples that, tell them the owner needs it. The master needs it. Our Lord needs us. He has the authority over our lives. Whatever we do, let's remember that God has authority. And he can take it. He can take any action, anytime, anywhere. Is there a place we can hide from God? In one of the Psalms we read, that if you dig a hole and go down there, God is there. If you dive into the ocean, God is there. You go up high, God is there. Our God is everywhere. He is the master. And what do we do to the master? We honor the master, we respect the master. Christ's second coming also brought a lesson of humility. When the president came to visit my hometown in Bamenda, he came riding in a limousine. Mercedes was the limousine of that day, but the president's one is extra bigger than the regular limousines that we see in the streets of Bamenda. When a few weeks ago, late in the night, I was watching TV when President Obama was visiting Dallas. Coming in from Austin, he landed at the love field, and the limousines were lined up there to take him to the occasion that he was coming for. And when Jesus Christ entered Jerusalem I put this picture on the bulletin just to remind you. He came riding on a donkey. He came riding on a donkey. That's the lesson of humility. Not even a horse. A horse has power. And people who own horses exercise some kind of authority. But Jesus Christ came humbly riding on a donkey. And this donkey, he even borrowed it because he didn't have one to ride on. Even though he is the master, he is the owner, he is God. How many times do we consider others before ourselves? Humility. How many times do we actually sit down to think about what others say to us? We've had encounters with parents and children. And the parents say, they are children, they have failed me, they have to come and confess to me. If not, and the Bible tells us that Jesus Christ, even though he had the authority and is equal with God, he didn't consider that. But he humbled himself, he came. He subjected himself to be beaten. He was shamefully hung on the cross. And when people provoked him and did all kinds of things, and even the thief challenged him, say, if you say that you are God, why don't you come out from this tree and take us down? You know what was Jesus' sweet words among the 7 words? Father, forgive them, for they don't know what they are doing.